She shifts in her seat awkwardly.
Yeah, I might as well. Oh man, was I like muted for a second? What? I was saying, what is this fucked up police business? Yeah, that's... If she says she doesn't understand, might as well just leave it. We need directions.
Of course. Where to?
I'm looking for a dead body. Where am I?
What do you mean?
Just tell me where we are.
We're in Martinez, sir. This intersection is called Roundabout North, I think.
Okay, what's north?
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really.
What's in the east?
The harbor gates, some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics.
What's
a
up?
fleet store, too.
What's south?
Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably.
What's on the other side?
Coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago.
And the west.
It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach.
In the west is the Miracle.
Miracle. I'm looking for a dead body.
Oh, that's right there, in the yard.
Dang. So everyone has seen
She's
this.
relieved someone has come for it. Finally.
No problem.
Who are you?
Me? I am just a gardener.
Cool.
I'm working.
Working on?
I have a greenhouse in the yard there. I've been trying to get some work done.
There's discomfort. She stops mid-sentence.
Go on, it's okay.
As you already know, there's a corpse there, hanging from a tree.
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get to work soon.
Mm-hmm.
I have to run.
Of course. I won't hold you back.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
Sure. Can I borrow your gloves?
Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
Awesome. Got gloves. Let me put those on. Yes. Oh man, this is just the best put together outfit I've ever seen. Wonderful.
This Post Novantore mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
What? How are these my only options? Can't I just investigate? Like, look at it?
The box seems happy.
Good.
Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
Yeah, it was pretty standard graffiti. I've been there.
The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder. Then you swallow.
Alright. I guess I had an interaction with the mailbox then.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Oh really? This is like waiting. Some great sonic forces crack the pavement. Let's head to that body. Maybe a sea monster did this. Damage looks like it could have been caused by an earthquake. Yeah, it's probably a sea monster. There are bottles inside. You'd pick them up if you had a bag. 8B apartments. These are the apartments you were talking about,
An
right?
old call box with
Yeah.
a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Oh, these are the buttons. I'm just let me leave it for now. Oh, there. Oh, that artwork's on the ribbon below. I can already see that body. Oh boy. Yeah, I probably should have been picked up a while ago. Smells like spoiled meat.
Kuno's got this.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy Kuno!
A moment of your time, please.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
How does he know I'm a cop?
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
I don't think so.
Yeah, Kuno!
Kuno's riding it, see?
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Oh boy. Are you kids siblings?
The fuck are you talking about?
Oh boy.
He's calling us Kuno! He says we're fucking each other!
I didn't. I said no such thing. Do siblings do that enough around here where you think that's what it is?
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
Who's Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig.
Right. Obviously. Is this some kind whatever. I have another question.
Shoot that shit at Kuno, pig-o-naught.
The crime scene.
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it?
God, I feel so bad for this kid. There's so much wrong with this poor kid. I might have questions later.
Yeah, whatever.
The
Kuno
body.
doesn't give a shit.
The body.
Shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
Yeah, Kim, help me out, please.
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
You have no idea what the usual is. Just ask whatever comes to mind.
Do you know how it got up there? Nah, he probably doesn't. Do you know who he is?
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
Yeah, I know that's who he is now, but what about who he was before? More on this
You're
later.
testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost,
Yeah, I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
These kids are of no use to me. Kim's right. His ladder's rickety but climbable. That is for kids. It won't hold the weight of a grown man.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath.
Look down.
A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
What is this? What is it so bad?
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
Just leave. Because there's nothing else for me to do. This is the greenhouse the lady's been working on. What's this?
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
What kind of boots?
Every worker's boots with reinforced toes and hobnails, all over the yard. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Let me get an exact count. Right out.
What do you think you are? A
Dang.
super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time being.
What? Didn't you just say this is probably... How dare you? How dare you, visual calculus?
Noted.
Let's leave. What's in here? Something about Kuno? No, about my badge and stuff. Okay. I assume this is just gardening stuff around here. Ooh, money. And more magnesium. Oh, wow, so... I assume if I click this, it'll heal. So I'm gonna leave that alone for now. Though my morale has dropped.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
What is this?
It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
Why am I looking at this pile of roofing material?
Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly.
Can I pull them aside?
There it is. You see a shabby little door.
Nice. I gain XP too.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Oh, I did something competent. Let's go. Can I get up there? Oh, I can't get up there. Okay. Let's go investigate the shed. Wonder what's gonna be in here? My gun, hopefully? Silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
Am I just addicted to everything? Someone has taken narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere. Kim is gonna say no. There's no way he's gonna be like, yes, we have to be great people here right now and drop everything for these drugs.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However, see that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
Poster says, get out of the way or get fucked up. What else do we got in here? Empty tube of Magnus Solum, magnesium supplements. A cured pig's head. Looks mummified. More money's always good. Oh, I got $1? You know what I can do with $1? Where's this pathing taking me? Where am I going? Oh, okay. Doorway's going to collapse soon. And let me not go through it yet. Just in case. Because there is stuff over here I want to look at. Half full of rainwater barrels. That's all the way on the street over there, right? Yeah, okay. What's this? Restoration pillars keep the ruins together. More money. Postcard. What's that about? Postcard depicts an ill-advised residential area overlooking Jamrock Corridor. 13-story buildings line the hillside like sarcophagi. An ominous fog already rising from behind. These are the last boom years in 39. Project fails catastrophically, leaving behind an opiate and hepatitis B infested slum. Cool. I guess it's just for me to sell and just to observe, I guess. What's in the box? Hello. No Safed. Yeah. Is this more money? These books? More money. Why does it do that when I'm like, is it too far away or something? Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. Man down, a trooper has been left behind the enemy lines. You could swear it's more of an instinct than anything else, but you know it's a cop's cloak.
Yeah, but does that mean that someone's dead? Couldn't some cop just leave it here?
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment.
I was gonna say that too. It could just be mine.
You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
I mean, I want to go for it, but
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. The look in his eyes is a mix of the engineer-like interest and the wonder of a 6-year-old seeing a horse for the first time.
yeah, let him have his moment.
His eyes trace the crane's contour as if trying to memorize its majestic shape. Then he notices your gaze.
The last thing he needs me is me being like, oh my god, that thing's, yo, you see that? That's big. I don't need to make him more upset.
Yes. We were in the middle of something. Your cloak.
Also cool, it started snowing. I have a 3% chance of doing that. Yeah, I'm not jumping.
What are we doing? We're awfully close to breaking into the industrial harbor. They're bound to have information for us. I thought that was our intention. Or it could be that we are just exploring.
Yeah, I was just exploring. I have no intention. I had no intentions.
He's thinking you've forgotten where you are again.
The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it? Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meter stops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you.
The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. Who knows what its pockets may
There
hide.
can't be anything useful in that cloak. And I want to jump, but whatever. Let's do it. I failed it, didn't I? Oh wow, he doesn't even go for the jump.
No, that's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way too high up here.
Also, wait, that is not what that says. I can't do it right now. I'll make it next time.
Sure. Just be careful, okay? Looks like you almost strained a muscle there.
Oh, that hurt me? Yeah, not right now. I might as well heal then. Okay, so that is how that works. You just click it. It just uses it. I guess we're going back down. Also, that's not like the best way for you to try to jump down that. It wouldn't have been better to like do it the nice and slow, like hang off the edge and slowly let yourself drop down. Wouldn't that have been better? What do I know? So this body, we're gonna need to do something to get this body down,
There
aren't we?
he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to...
Like, I don't.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think.
I assume that me, like, throwing up is not gonna do anything for me. Like, it's not gonna advance it so that I can actually get the body down.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a pad. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
Why am I looking at you, trash?
The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Yeah, let me keep that to myself.
The lieutenant leans in to inspect the lock.
Oh, alright. How do we get it open?
We could try using a pry bar, the one you took from my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
Yeah, let me go ask. Was the bartender the manager? Did I, like, misjudge that he was just the bartender? Let me go in and ask him. Because I'm pretty sure I left that dialogue option, right? Like, I didn't say, hey, you're the bartender. Hey, you the manager?
The man with the unimpressive beard.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
Oh god, he doesn't know my name. That's right. I'm currently in between names.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
Hey, we got a different number now.
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective,
Yes.
I have everything. You?
Oh, yeah, I have questions.
Yes, yes. He means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
I mean, I am kind of bumbling around, and he's probably seen me here for the past few days. Wait, no, he said he just got here, right? Who killed him?
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Another
The
question.
lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been scribbling in.
Why did Sylvie go away?
She went away because none of your business.
There.
Extra fine.
That's all?
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
Oh no. We didn't pay?
No one is saying the multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must be merely imagination. But
Yeah, I think that's imagination. I mean, I was just patting a mailbox a little while ago.
Let's bail! Time to push the eject button! Sounds like a responsibility! You don't like those!
I'm not gonna slip away, but what's Real?
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I figured too.
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right, money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
Who does that clown think he is? Arrest him!
I love I love the attitude of this Thai, but this is gonna get me in some trouble if I'm just listening to him. Oh, money's not real, man. What do I owe this place for?
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages.
Right. Where's extra 30?
Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually, more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money.
Did I just hear my Thai speak to me twice?
No one is saying that! No one is saying that Ty can talk! That would be ludicrous! It's just that you should arrest him! It would be wiser! He wants to take your money!
I mean, he wants money. I don't think he wants to take it. Yeah, I don't want to get rid of the tie, but just shut up for now.
The lieutenant watches you fiddle with your horrific tie, sweat stains forming under your armpits. He puts his hand on your shoulder.
If you don't have the money, it's okay. None of us are in this for the wages.
That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
I really don't want to arrest this poor guy. What exactly is money?
What are you, a philosopher?
Since I woke up, I have trouble remembering even the most basic concepts of reality.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
Proceed, but don't show him the coins. Oh, I see what you mean. Not tell him they're yours, but the coins are mine. You don't get them. Interesting. Where do I get them from?
Are you serious? From your work? I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess. I'm sorry. I don't think cops can take bribes.
Some do take recompense, but only to survive.
Proceed, but don't show him the coins. Yeah, let me do that.
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber.
Oh no, is Kim gonna have to pay for me?
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Then what?
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
I mean, I don't have a home?
Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now.
Good luck.
Okay, so I need to call Sylvie and pay for the damages somehow.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
I don't think I have one.
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
I don't know.
You don't really know, do you?
I don't.
South, maybe. Doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Hobo cop. That's so great. I live in a dumpster. I don't care.
Entertain the thought when you get the time. Maybe being a hobo and a cop has its advantages.
What is this? Oh my god. Are we getting lore for hobo cop? A cop and a hobo. A hobo cop. Upsides, can be disheveled, doesn't have to wash, carries himself with lurched gusto. Hobo cop doesn't need anyone or anything. No one can kick you out because you don't have a home. Never pay rent. Never again hear you're drunk. Why'd you even come here, Harry? Go home. You're embarrassing yourself. Downsides, I mean, are there any? Give me one. Yeah. Do I want to internalize? Oh, wait. -1 composure. Ungainly and rambling. I see. So I'm able to like take this on as a status. Wow, there's so many of these. These all look great. Oh. Opioid. What? We'll leave that alone for now. Can I ask him about the key?
Can I help you?
Is the trash container out back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Fair.
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
I wonder what this feeling is.
Prod at him and find out.
We need the keys.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Thank you, Kim.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Goodbye. I'll tell him about that later. Let me go see if there is anything in the garbage. If there is, it's either him doing something or it's the garbage disposal company. Yes, dumpster diving. I am the hobo cop that dumpster dives. Actually, I haven't internalized. I think I need to actively do that. So.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, Whirling in Rags.
Open it up.
With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Why, weren't you the one who told me to open it in the first place?
Maybe you shouldn't. Of course you should. This is your time to shine, Hobo Cop. Dive into that dumpster for extra content.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Didn't I just have a premonition?
There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid.
Open it.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Okay.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Dig in hobo cop style.
Wow, an Armistice caliber 50 knock cannon. Half wrapped in paper tissues. So shiny.
Not cannon. Is that a gun?
It's a giant rifle, and it's very expensive. Not as expensive as that fat string of pearls snaking around the rotten banana peels, however. And is that Cordon Electric's preamp with Electra F2 tubes? It is. That catches quite a price. We're talking 12,000. Easy. unless you're into hi-fi yourself.
I'm into hi-fi.
That's too bad, because none of those things are actually in there. There's just food waste and crisp wrappings.
What? So this narrator's gonna be lying to me the whole time? And playing jokes on me? A cruel there must be something.
All you see is a broken mug with a racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron.
An antique.
Only in its social sensibility.
What? I don't want to take this.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
Okay. Let's keep looking through all this stuff. Can I do that mid? No, I can't. Okay. Look under the box of cartons.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar.
I mean, I'm Hobocop.
A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
Alright, the rags.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
Grab them up.
As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay.
Ooh, something actually pertinent to the case.
Drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Reach for it.
A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. Just garbage.
Alright.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
The boy. What? I forget what his name was. Like Cone or something. I think someone from the Whirling Pool may be involved. I mean, I think so.
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
Right.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
I might as well search the food waste.
It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey.
But hey, what?
Nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here. What's this?
What?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something.
What is it?
Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Mm-hmm.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
Paperwork. I don't know what this is. This is not. Do you still not understand? I don't know what's going on.
It is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there.
I don't know. It just keeps getting worse for me.
If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
I think I didn't want to be a cop. Maybe?
Well,
His His eyes express a rare condolence. Then he picks it up.
Lucky we found it. You should take stock of what remains, just to be sure some has not made it into the hands of the RCM's adversaries. Organized crime and the like. There might have been police secrets in your notes.
Alright, I'll do it.
It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory.
The container
Yeah, I was already
sounds a
told that.
muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Let's go. Let me see these interactable items they were talking about. Oh yeah, this mug. What?
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much.
Yeah, I assumed so. But isn't it a bit too much for me to be doing this right in front of Kim? Look at all that content? Nah, I got it. I'm pretty sure I know what's the deal. Let's see this ledger.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you.
I see.
Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart.
Inspect the clipboard. Look at the clipboard.
It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back, you see the embossed letters, RCM.
Shake it. Let's get some of this garbage off.
Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment?
Speak.
The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center.
It's the Minecraft thing. How would I open it?
With your hands, U4-sized pages hang from the clip, screwed to the top of the board.
How do I only have a 50% chance of opening it? It's a clipboard. Alright, let's try.
Is not what you end up doing. You squeeze the plastic to slide it open, but nothing happens. Then you bend it some, then crack it. The goddamn thing is stuck. The ledger quivers in your hand. As it shakes, the pages rustle. This pathetic mess suddenly afraid of you for some reason.
Alright, gonna put it away. And that's a white check, I remember, so I'm gonna be able to do it again, but once I level up, then I'll be able to try it again. What is this? What is going on here? Oh, okay, I got some XP to level some stuff up. I see. I'm specialized here already. I mean, I kind of want to just put a little more points into it. I like so far the stuff Inland Empire has to say. Oh no, I should save my points? Okay. Hey. Very good. I'm saving them, don't worry. How long should I be saving my points for then? As I'm currently being advised to do. Save for thought. Alright, whatever that means. I'm sure I'll understand once I see whatever I can use my points on. What are we gonna look for? Oh yeah, we were gonna ask the guy inside about this stuff we found in the trash. It's the tab next to your money for thoughts. This thing? Oh, I see. So that I can internalize some of these. Is that what this is for?
can I help you?
Here's your trash container key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
I found the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
I didn't say that. Uh, someone on your staff have put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Who else has the keys?
The trash collection service, CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Okay. Do I want to be smarmy to this guy? I'm doing it. Maybe you don't remember putting them there, but maybe you were sleepwalking.
I think fugue states are more your forte, officer.
Alright. I deserve that.
Yes?
Yeah, goodbye. Ask Kuno if he knows. I'm not asking that kid anything. Who else has unauthorized access to the trash? Find this person. You might know who tampered with the scene. What else do I have to do? Tracking down my gun and my badge. What is this? Oh, I don't have a map yet, so. You got anything
Hello
else?
again, sweetie. I see you've met up with your colleague.
The lieutenant nods politely. Wait, who's Sweetie?
Who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
Yeah, maybe I am.
And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
Abort. I don't really want to talk about that right now.
I'm sorry if I was being overly familiar. I know we've only just met.
Go ahead, do your thing, but I'm sorry. It's okay.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
I come here for tea and trying to hit on everybody.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Hire her? Oh, we can be sugar. She could be my sugar mama. I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know what's going on.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
Yeah, I don't think she will. I drank so hard, I literally forgot everything.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
We're dead. Haunting each other. We're in Whirling Rags, aren't we?
That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
I have no idea.
We're in the city of Revachol, dear.
I don't know diddly squat about Revachol.
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I.
I like this track.
I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
Not the spring of 51, isn't it? Winter? Yeah, it was just snowing. It is 2021. Ma'am, step away from me, Lena. We have to stay 6 feet apart. I mean, this is the closest to the actual year.
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Spring? Wasn't it just snowing? Am I wrong?
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Ooh. Some kind of democracy. I'd like to think a dictatorship. Ooh. Our leaders are fierce warriors. Civilizations cower before us. We are governed by intelligent machines. Calculate the patriots. Radios are being used to control people's minds and distort our perception of reality. Cop. We're living under the cop regime. I mean, aren't we always? Can't be a cop regime. Some kind of democracy, maybe?
Nope. Sadly not. Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is market-driven.
Interesting. This actually isn't just like a standard, like, little, like, familiar setting. I like that. If there's no government, how come there are cops?
Oh dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution.
Go on.
But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
Fine. I mean, I didn't want to break, but fine.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
Isn't this Half-Life thing the thing that wants to just punch everybody? Who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
I mean, at least Kim is a good detective, but...
Of course. Then, I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
Interesting point. Alright, I gotta get going.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
I got something? What did I get? When did I get this? Yo, that looks kind of sick. A pen with a green ape on its head. The ape has closed its eyes, a kind expression adorning its face. It seems to be meditating. Is it? Oh, she gave me the pen. I somehow missed it. But God, yo, that pen is so cool. I want a pen like that. Get a reality lowdown. You have no idea where you are. Lena encouraged you to ask others. Try a rich person. Rich people know what they're talking about. That feels a little bit tongue-in-cheek from the writers. But interesting, we're not in a democracy. We're in like a weird... I like it. I like that. We're in this weird, like, demilitarized zone or something, or controlled by some odd entity zone. What did she say? She said north were apartments. South was the canal. West was something was east. Where are you?
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, all right?
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
Yeah, shouldn't I ask?
No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game.
Have the ball and show him how it's done. Let me observe first. Not to get a handle on it, but just let them enjoy their game.
See? Your munching and complaining have ruined my concentration.
Ah, mon Dieu. The pain in my back is unbearable. I can't even say if it's in my back or hip anymore. Feels like it's in both.
I hope you pass out from it, you goddamn jellyfish. Men like you are the reason this nation is sinking.
This is great. I love two old farts just arguing about nothing.
Shush. Ignore them. They don't know what they're doing. They're old. You are letting down yourself and the team. Get in the damn game already.
What team?
Doesn't matter what team. Pick a team. Any team. The blue team. You're letting them down. Get in the game and throw the goddamn ball.
Why are you so mean to me? I don't think he's being mean, but why are you mean to me?
Eyes on the ball, Dinky Winky.
I'm not getting involved in the game.
Sure, officer. I am René Arnaud, and my specially abled partner here is Gaston Martin. How can we help you?
You know anything about the man back over there? Actually, let me ask about the game first.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
Was it made by a monster rising from the depths?
No. It was left by heavy artillery fire.
Ooh. Okay. But why?
Why what?
Why was the artillery used?
Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Ooh, are these the old people who are gonna give me a lay of the land a little bit? Who are the communards?
Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you like. They just chose the name to feel special. Senseless sentimentality.
Yeah, I assume that's what he meant. Did you use artillery fire on them?
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
Why shell them here in Martinez?
Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first.
Ah, the beachhead.
Yes, the military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol.
He finds your lack of historic knowledge troubling, a sign of mental deterioration in the preceding generations.
These damn kids don't know nothing.
Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other two are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
Death blow. Sounds grim.
This here is Blood Ground, where Coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
The Coalition?
Don't get me wrong, officer. I hate those foreign dogs, but the enemy of my enemy and all that. They're the lesser evil.
I'm loving all the history that's going on here and all this world building. This is such an interesting timeline that's going on here. That explains all the war damage.
Damn right, son. They lit the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too. The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the Coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course, they still hold influence.
No exit strategy? Or did they have like mercy on the communards?
You don't even begin to truly understand the players on the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
Yeah, that's what thinking men do. I mean, it's just cool to me. I have no opinion really of what's going on. So lost. Let's see, that's how it should be. Soft socialists paving the way for the hardworking class. Foreign powers cleaned up our mess, and now they rule us. This coalition seems quite capable. Commies just don't understand how money works. Nothing. I don't think. I just do. I like all the heavy political implications of all of these options. Like the clearly communist ideas here, and not only that, nationalist ideas with like number 2. Coalition seems quite capable then.
They're not. And I'm sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains.
Wow.
I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frissel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case.
This royal failure weighs heavily on him.
Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio.
Yeah, there we go. There it is. I'm a moralist? Sure. I can't. I'm gonna try my best to not just be like, I don't know nothing. Let me try to actually have some opinions here.
This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
Who was this Frissel?
Damn Frissel. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution.
Oh man, the guillotine? You mentioned Guillaume.
A true king in both blood and mind led Revachol before Frissel. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
What exactly is suzerain?
The suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten already? They've forgotten already.
He's the true king of Skyrim. Yeah, Ulfric.
Soon, they will forget everything. Him too. Then he chooses anger over melancholy.
It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
I hope we get, like, I assume we will, but I hope we get a lot more concrete, like, timeline. Like, we're in 51. I want to know exactly what were the years that this happened. And there was something that said something about a great boom in 39, I think. So, hopefully more of those pieces fall into place. This is really interesting. Do you know anything about the man hanged in the back? Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna ask him that. I was asking about the game.
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely.
Also, the locals.
In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them?
You don't have a problem with cops? There's a huge sign over there that says "fuck police."
Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
Ah. So you don't know anything?
If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
Interesting. So this guy's like an old war vet, and he's not with all these people who just hate the police. And not only that, he sees it as they don't like the police because they're afraid, and he's not afraid. He's been to war. He's not going to be scared of the cops. That's cool.
This is a man with a lot of past, but little present, and almost no future.
Thank you for your time. That was really... Oh, autosave. That was really cool dialogue. I really like that. As the history of this world is opening up to me, it's really interesting. And I like some of these, I like how much variety there is for like the political answers and things. It's so cool. Go to the docks. Alright, I'll go to the docks. Where are the docks south of me? I have a map. Can I ask this lady again?
Hello again. Of course. Where to? There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment
north.
buildings, some more tenements.
Thanks.
No problem.
Okay, let me go to the docks, see what's going on. See what more this interesting story we can uncover. I think this is just this enclosed playground. I don't think I can go anywhere else around here. Yeah, no. That just poor body's still gonna be up there. I still have no gun or badge. Oh man, there's so much street and stuff going on over here.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
Grab the law. Hi.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
Is it okay if I ask some questions?
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
What's your name?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
And you're standing out here because...
I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
Nice.
A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling, but she's cold.
I could help by brutally dismantling the free market. What? Can I help you in some way?
Kind of you to offer, sir.
What could you do to help her anyway?
Maybe she got an idea. I should have a word with the store owner, maybe.
Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm.
Okay, bye. That doesn't seem like it's going much of anywhere. Over the cover stands a very muscular man surrounded by flames. Okay, we're gonna get a bunch of books. Covers. Rose, a pistol, and a half-naked dame. There's like graffiti on the wall over there on the floor. Is that an angry face? I've seen that face before. Does that have a name or is it just a mad face? It's cool looking. Let me try to get to this pier real quick. What is this? Capeside Apartments. That way. Yeah. Awesome. Here they are. Inside the frame of a motorcycle in repair, and tools used to disassemble it. Capeside Apartments. All whatever that says. Come on. Already with this. That's one of those guys who's afraid of us. Or magnesium. Belly of this boat shines like it was recently painted. What is it gonna say that this is the pier? Docking reserved for residents. Hey, cool. There's a guy here. Shadows on the water. Green plants under the calm surface. The room in the whirling is much bigger than this loop. This is worth more than you'll ever earn in all your life.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top
Oh, it's a lady.
of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
What a distinguished woman she looks like here in the portrait.
Good morning, officers. I'm Joyce. Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbor. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
Shake her hand?
I'm glad to see you here. I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
Kim the hero. Thank you.
There's a trace of irony in his voice. Mischief, even. The lieutenant is hatching some scheme.
There was? Am I naive?
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
It's hard to get a read on her precise disposition, but she appears helpful.
She appears very competent. She looks like she knows what's going on. You're on a boat. It's like the earlier prompt that I didn't click for the zoologist. Hey, you appear to be in a chair. Tell me about Wild Pines.
What we do? I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
So what do they do?
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things.
Right.
And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
How much money do the Wild Pines have?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
What's the stock ticker? I gotta buy. You hear that? I got insider info.
A billion?
Oh boy. Wow.
20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. Then there are capital improvements, interest payments.
Right.
A conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It's a tremendous responsibility.
Where does Wild Pines get all these? What? Yeah, where do they get everything? I mean, there's shipping, right?
They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when Pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lomantang on behalf of the suzerain. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the Great Unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
Yeah, what does a huge system want? A place like this? I assume they just serve a lot of different areas.
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
Ooh, you don't keep it moving, it's the workers that do. The company's nothing without us. 8% of all cargo is quite the endeavor. I kind of like that. Let me see what that leads down.
We built this district.
Built this city.
All the best parts of it. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, with its bastions. The plazas Meteor and Mosaic. Even some of the old street lamps have been put back thanks to the investments from the WP. Before Martinez was swallowed by the industrial harbour, even before it was part of Revachol, long before Terminal B was erected here, the Pines built it as a resort for its Revacholian employees. A company getaway, for a weekend or a summer holiday. Then came the revolution. But that's another matter. I'm here to make sure the Pines can fulfill their responsibilities to the place they built.
Okay.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
What can you tell me about the strike?
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
What's your role in this?
I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
She's just a messenger?
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place. Now they won't even let me into the harbor. There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
What? Behemoth?
What can I say? The union employs a giant covered in tattoos. A racist giant. I guess that's part of their big tent organization now.
They sought out a racist? Job qualifications must be racist. How were the talks going before the lynching?
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike?
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
Ooh. how aggressive are we talking? Like, they asking for sick leave? Asking for a little bit of holiday. Let me just one more holiday off. What are their demands?
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes. Every worker, a member of the board.
That sounds pretty aggressive. See, there's one of those. I don't know what to think about that. I'm gonna start trying to shy away from those. Over aggressive kami posturing. Seems like they have no idea about business. I like it. I think it's over aggressive. I don't like the whole kami posturing tag on this, but I think it's. I mean, you're gonna go from thanks for giving us overtime pay. Every single one of us should be a member of the board. Work it with a little bit of strategy here.
In its defense, another said, demand democracy. Pretty tame stuff compared to every worker a member of the board.
What does that even mean?
It's quite simple, you see. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about what, about anything really, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal.
This is Twitch Plays Pokemon all over again.
Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
The workers can't be kings. The king is king. King is dead. Long live the workers. It's pretty funny, I have to admit. Huh.
They're having a blast. But how can they afford it? After 4 months, my assumption was they would prefer a more practical solution.
What are you gonna do?
I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position. A hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again.
My thoughts exactly.
And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Right.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the boyar at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
That's great.
This checks out.
What happened to Gaumont?
Mr. Clare told him to... how did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Of course. Okay, then.
Yes. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the Union.
Sounds like usual aggressive posturing.
Tell me about this Union boss.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first.
Really?
Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
Great. I love that. She got a sense of humor. Is he that bad?
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
This is a twin? Is he the evil twin? Are they both evil?
Yes. Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over. It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see. with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
Wow, what a scam. What a fun scam. What about the union itself outside of the Brothers Clare?
The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that.
So what is this boom they were talking about in the 30s? So if we're in the 50s and they say 20 years ago, do they mean like a positive boom? Do they mean like the economy was booming, or do they mean a literal bomb?
Organized labor at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The Brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Ooh, interesting parallels. Kind of like that old man who had to work with the foreigners.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother. And your opinion, Detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Why do you think so?
Ugh, I didn't mean to click that. Accidentally fat-fingered my space key. What did I say? An effective advocate for the rights of local working men. Wow, I really didn't want to pick that option. Is there a way for me to go back? It's fine if there's not, but I'd have liked to pick something else. Good labormen can't fault them for corruption. Sounds like they're all rubbish. To hell with the rest. I'm in it. I think this is probably the thing I agree with the most.
Ha! A real man of the left. What else can I tell you about?
One more thing. You said something happened in the elections?
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore, or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
Eerie.
Downright haunting, if you ask me. The Wild Pines suspected foul play, but what could they do? It was a union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Right.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
All I need here is change the topic.
Of course. How else can I help?
Wow, there's so much going on with her. I honestly want to hear all of it. I'm gonna keep going through this. This character is really interesting to me. Tell me about this lynching.
Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
The funny thing about that.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57.
Right.
And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
Don't worry, he's good for it.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
Remember when my partner told you, this is a weird medical thing happening?
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
Yeah, it's possible.
Oh dear. Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia. I don't even know how to respond.
Yep, me neither.
I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you gain by faking such a condition.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Good on her.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
How do I negotiate my way out of this?
She's a negotiator. Just float a favor at her. Insinuate.
Surely there's some other way to demonstrate our law enforcement. Oh.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
Take a picture of my face. There you go.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Like what?
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
Right.
They're profiting from this trade.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones. Or you can recover your badge, though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
I hope it's not, but it probably is.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Excuse us.
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
How'd you hope it would go?
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and you know, not volunteer us to be her henchman.
I thought it was going well.
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
Yeah, we have.
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
Is there an I'll handle it? Like, I'll handle it by doing what? By saying no? You could find my badge? I'll handle it. Let me see.
I'm sure you will, Detective.
Let's get back to her.
You're back?
Yeah, I'm gonna end up being
What
elected.
can I help you with?
I don't think there's another way out of that. I need somebody to give me the lowdown on this reality.
This reality?
It's related to that, you know.
Ah, yes. The episode. Sounds like an acute case of encephalopathy, now that I think of it.
Don't be phased, madame. He functions perfectly well. He only needs a lowdown on all of reality.
We may be here a while then. Ask away, officer.
Oh, we
I'll
will?
help however
Okay.
I can.
Let me get nice and comfy.
All right, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
Really? Alright. Where we at?
We're in Martinez, baby.
And what is Martinez?
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbor, north of the 881 and Jamrock. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even.
Right.
Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year.
Tell me more.
I'm not a good ambassador. I'd
No one
only
is.
been here once before, as a teenager. Not a lot has changed. There are ruins, a terminal, fishing boats, reeds, boys with boxy shoulders.
And refer to themselves in the third person.
As I told you, Martinez used to be a province, a workers' resort before the city swallowed it and the artillery did its part. Now the reeds are the real star of the show here. The further down the coast, the wilder it gets.
What sea is this?
It's not really a sea, it's the Bay of Revachol. And the bay feeds into the ocean.
Are we near?
We're on an island in an ocean, the world's largest body of water, the Insulindic.
Vast, lukewarm and unknowable, flowing in and out of sight.
Name of this island.
Caillou. Imagine a pebble. A smoothed-over pebble amidst a great blue sea, misshapen, cracked. The cracks are the River Esperance. We're in the delta of this river, on the 6th branch, the Martinez distributary.
It is clear this pebble is of enormous value to her. and to humanity at large.
What's Revachol?
Revachol? Revachol is what you call a city.
And a city.
The great kind.
Ooh.
As if it's self-explanatory, beyond patriotism, a fact.
What makes Revachol great?
History detective. They built this city to resolve history. Our part in it, at least. Our centuries.
When was this built?
In the DeLorean century. 380 years ago.
Who built it?
The nations of the Occident, or migrant workers from Seminine and Ile Marat, depending on your creed.
And why will it resolve history?
They say it's where the terrible questions of our time will be answered. The tensions are highest, the fault lines deepest. By that I mean conflicts. Ideological conflicts. The stuff of men.
And why here?
We are standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island, able to sustain up to 200 million people, in the middle of the Insulindic Ocean, the world's connective tissue. It's where the money is.
So we're in an unimportant part of an important place?
I think it's fair to say so. Martinez is about 22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the bank of the world building. The bottom floors are Insiacom. Coalition government, Insulindian Mission Command.
Silence. She lowers her hand. The water, the light. It's as though you're seeing it for the first time. There is no recognition. Only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it.
Oh boy, the call of the sirens. Just jump in. Where are we?
We are where we are. I have no truer answer to give, unfortunately.
Fair.
This is one thought you need to complete. Where are you?
Ooh, is that another thing that I jamais vu? I like that. Oh man, there's a lot here. I'll look on that again after this.
Was there something else you wanted to know? I remember something about a lowdown.
This has been informative. Thank you, ma'am. I'm sure my memory-impaired partner has many more questions to ask, about even more fundamental aspects of reality. Might I suggest not asking them all right now? Ma'am, Messier will be here later too, and tomorrow. Isn't that true, ma'am?
Absolutely. My commitment here is long-term.
You're right, Lieutenant. I'll continue later.
It's better not to eat all your candy at once.
True.
Indeed. I'm always at your service.
Alright.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
It's all for now.
Of course, Detective. Take care.
Man, what a cool character choices. And what awesome world building is going on here. I like all this history that's like being alluded to and being spoken about, and all the like all the heavily implicated like political answers that there are there, and the ability to just be non-opinionated about everything. It's really cool. I'm gonna keep talking to this Joyce lady and figuring more stuff out, but not now. Do it next time. Hope you enjoyed.